eye centering on it. So did they actually have to bust it out and redo the whole thing or something? Probably, to some point. Or what did they do?
They just poured this wall here, and they used the existing OSB as form.
Right.
And so that had all the strong ties through it, so there's holes in it everywhere. And then they poured this wall on the outside of the framed wall. And then they did this, and this fill wasn't compacted. And so that's where they were starting to get water through there. This thing all cracked up here. And they had a big cavity down here and water came through. So then they ripped this out, put more stuff in, recompacted it. Because he said there was like a 2-foot space underneath here.
Ooh.
So
they
it all
just
went
didn't
out.
compact it.
Right.
I wonder who didn't.
Let's see, probably asshole built house.
Well,
Yeah, I know. Not much you can do about it.
No, that's like a metal down there, huh?
yeah,
That's a-
Well, it's just a flashing material.
some kind of
Use some brass shim stock for flashing. Just to put something between the concrete.
Right.
well,
It's
like
like paper
fun.
thin. I mean, it doesn't do anything.
I don't know what to say about that other moisture. I mean,
Well, that's
I
one.
think what you're saying is, it strikes me as logical. Like if you seal up 3 feet, and there really is, there obviously is seepage at some point down the road. If that moisture, it's actually not a good idea for moisture to build up behind a retaining wall, because then
No.
you get all that pressure,
That pressure.
and you don't want that.
No.
You'd rather have it just.
And sooner or later, it's gonna, the level's gonna drop.
So,
Let it drain. They probably got rock behind it.
For here, for here.
hopefully.
You better keep her away from this stuff. You'll never get it off of her.
Should be glued in one position.
But we were talking about this situation down underneath that they're concerned about.
In the corner over there.
Right, and there is water coming through there.
Seeping in that
Right,
hole.
and the thing is, if you seal that up, where's the water gonna go? It's gonna go up and perhaps through the framed walls. The best thing is to leave it alone. We can seal it, I can stop it, but I think it's a negative approach.
I think, really, most of the time, Barry, like you, in a house where you're gonna have maybe some seepage or groundwater, they'll put a weep hole in the foundation, just in case. It's like a
Right.
backup plan. You get a little moisture, you want it to drain out, you don't want it to build up, because then it creates pressure behind
Right.
the walls, and
But there's the exit pipe there, or there's a
Is there?
large pipe, like 6 inches, right behind that wall. That's what he showed me, Bob, that takes the water right out of there.
Yeah.
So it does build up in that corner, but then the relief is right there.
Yeah,
So like
there
you
is
said,
there is a relief, and it
there's-
will evaporate. It only comes out about 4 feet and it disappears.
Right,
And we can seal that,
okay.
but it's going to be a negative thing. It's going to come out somewhere else, somewhere else that you
but
don't
it's
want.
on the other side of the wall, and it's going out that pipe, though.
but that's a different, he's below the cinder block, and I'm not
Oh.
sure exactly where it is, but there's some
It's right in
cinder
this
block
corner,
wall
right
right
here.
over here, and there's a little seepage on the ground under the
Right.
wall. Well,
Let's go down and look at it.
Yeah.
All right. And
yeah, I
then
know what
maybe-
you mean.
Yeah, but he
Right.
needs to.
Yeah.
He needs to see it and be happy with
Need
himself.
a paper towel or something?
I don't know.
Just stick it in your pocket. You'll never get it out.
I think